So this is our brand new rpod 192. We picked it up from the dealership just a few days ago, and I wanted to do a video of it before, We're going to do some modifications, but this is pretty much what it looks like when we got it from the dealership. So this model does have a Murphy bed that goes, folds down to a full queen bed. So this is obviously what it looks like when it's in the couch mode. So as we walk in, you can see that this is the Murphy bed is in the sofa position. The 192 is the Murphy bed model. And the bed you can see behind it and slightly a little bit of the mattress. So both sides of the, well, I'll call it the sofa in this mode, have a nightstand that you can put a few things in. It's about 20 inches deep in this area. This is, you know, I don't know, the wheel or something underneath. Then you've got the 110 outlets and USB. This closet, which is lit, has a hanging rack in it, and it goes back pretty far. Also behind it there's more storage, so I'll show you that once the bed is down. On this side, the same, you have the USB and the 110 outlets, but you also have the light for the closet. So you can turn it on and off there, and the same closet has the same space, and then the nightstand down here, same space. Underneath the bed, there's storage, so you can see the two mesh areas underneath. That is, I guess, one way to get to it, but chances are we'll have a lot of storage boxes under here. But there's a fair amount of storage under there if you have long items or if you want to cube it. Going back over here, the fire extinguisher on the floor, I have a feeling we're going to move that. I feel like I'm going to kick it a lot. And then we've got this cute little mesh thing. Right now the dog bowls are in it because the 192s come with the dog, the pet-friendly model. But who knows what we'll put in there. And then there's a little space for shoes or other things you want to just stuff under there when you come in. Then the dinette does have storage underneath here. And I guess might as well just tear into it. So you can see on this side it has pretty much the full storage area. Then, love that I'm doing this with one hand with a camera. Put that back together. See how easy that is? And then on this side you have slightly less storage because there's, well, that shoe area for one, but then there's also the wheel well. So you can see there's just a little bit less storage in there, but still, I mean, a good space to store things. I guess if you have two hands, this is much easier. Okay. So, going back here for the dining area, you can see, again, standard, there is a fair amount of room. I don't know if a full adult could sleep here, but obviously if you have a kid, the kid would sleep there just fine. Then above it, you've got this storage area. This is actually one big cabinet that is divided into smaller cabinets. So each one has about a 15-inch opening here, and I think we're going to do some modifications with shelves or something in there. So this unit also has the Furrion radio, indoors and out. It's hooked up for cable and antenna. You just hit that button if you want antenna. Then, and we've also got lights under here. Actually, while I'm talking about lights, this also controls the awning lights, the porch light, and the interior light. It's right when you walk into the coach. So going back to the bathroom, this is going to be a lot of where we do our kind of first changes because obviously there's no mirror, there's no medicine cabinet. We've got these great, like this great cube space right here. But I think this was kind of going to be like one's mine and one is my husband's, and we're going to figure out some type of shelving or storage or cubes for it. And then we've got this really huge space. It's about 29 inches high, and again, don't know how we're going to organize it, but something's going to happen here. And then you also have this space above, which granted you probably can't put things there in transit very well, but it's a good spot to store things when you're not moving. So this unit also has a window in the bathroom, which I really like for multiple reasons. One, it gives more breeze to the coach, but also, you know, if people are doing things in the bathroom, sometimes it's nice to have that breezy. And then we also have the fantastic fan, or actually it's not a fantastic fan. It is a 4-way fan. It's not the brand Fantastic. But it does, if you turn it on and it's warm in here, it sucks all the air out very quickly as an exhaust fan. It's really, I love it. It's very powerful. Then in the bathroom or shower, we've got a full shower. You can see here. And then a skylight in here. I haven't really used the shower at all, even to just test it. So I don't know how strong the sprayer is, but I have a feeling that that's one thing we'll end up changing. And then we're going to put some, you know, holders for shampoo, soap, things like that in here. So I think this is the first place I'm going to concentrate on when I do some modifications. The foot pedal toilet, obviously I'm not going to modify that, but then we've got this shelf under here, which, again, there's pretty ample space underneath the sink in here. So backing out of the bathroom, on this side, we've got a pantry, but that's also mirrored. So, not quite a full-length mirror, but it provides a good mirror if you kind of want to check out what's going on. So, in the pantry, these are super deep. They're like 24 inches deep. Lots of room, nice height on them. So I think there's going to be some type of a shelving system that we're going to do in here as well. This is probably going to be a little bit of storage for our food and then for some essentials, and then our dog is probably going to get a whole cabinet because that's how our dog is. Then we've got this road vac down here. They don't have the power on, so it's not going to work, but it you can sweep right to it. You just lift this up with your foot, and then it just sucks out everything. And you can also order attachments like a hose or whatever to help clean your coach, which I think we might actually do. So coming to the kitchen, I feel like this is another space that I'm going to end up doing a lot of modifications. So it's pretty just plain right now. Comes with a nice metal hood, so I totally envision magnet hangers or something there, as well as maybe adding a backsplash, or who knows what I'll end up doing. So we've got the Convection Microwave underneath, and then below that is the carbon monoxide detector. Obviously there's a glass over it so you can have some counter space, but then I do love how this flips up as its own little backsplash, just making cleaning easier. So I'm just going to kind of figure out what goes back here. Is it a shelf? Is it something? Who knows? That's kind of the fun of all this, right? So the sink, super deep sink, pretty big sink, not plastic either for the fixture. And then we've got the drying rack and kind of a cutting board that comes with it. And underneath we've got two large storage areas for, you know, pots and pans or whatever. One of the things that we talked about was not putting a garbage can in any of our storage areas. So we're either going to try to sneak one, a small one in the bathroom right here, or we are going to do some type of an over the cabinet small garbage. So on this side, you also have the water pump and the water heater switches, as well as to check how full your battery and your tanks are. And then above, this is where you can control the thermostat and the air conditioner. Speaking of which, the air conditioner is right here. So coming back around, above the sink and the stove area, there's another large cabinet. It's one, but it's obviously there's the divider in the middle, so it's about 15 inches for each opening. I've seen some really cool mods here where people are putting shelves in here, so yeah, that's what I'm probably going to do there. And then above, don't know if this is going to work, but up here there is a little space. It's about 4 to 5 inches depending on where you're at the angle, and trying to figure out what small like storage thing I can put up there, just to, if you have small little trinkets or jewelry or something, that it would store up there when you're not en route. So now I'm going to take a minute to pull down the mattress. So before I actually pull down the entire bed, I just want to show you what it looks like with the jackknife sofa down. Obviously this can be kind of like a lounge area, or you could sleep on it. It's pretty small, but if you had 2 children and for some reason you're not sleeping in the coach and you didn't want to pull the bed down, that would work. So it was really easy to pull down. It literally just takes one hand, and then I will pull the bed down by, I'm actually going to do this right now to show you how easy. So just kind of take the latch. I said it was easy and then I'm doing it with one hand and not, oh, maybe I should turn it. Maybe that would help. Okay, take the latch and turn it and then just lower the bed. Now, this bed is a folding bed. You can see that there's a gap in the middle there, so you want to push it together. But we are, I've already ordered it. We're getting a 3-inch foam topper for this bed. And when it's up, when the Murphy bed's up, there's actually a decent amount of storage space, kind of making a triangle back there. So I don't think that we're going to have any problem if we have to fold up the 3-inch topper or roll it up and push it back there along with our pillows. So I'm kind of crawling on the bed now. Obviously you see this beautiful back window and our Jeep and then a garbage can that we have. But this is, I can't wait till, you know, it's like in the afternoon and it's raining and we take a little nap and the rain is coming down on this window. I'm just so excited for it. And back here we've got these nice little cubby holes too. They're about 17 inches tall. I can't remember how wide. I just measured them a couple days ago. But this bottom one we're going to do some modifications. The top one's probably going to be like our cell phone tablet holder or whatever. So this side, same thing. And then one of the things I haven't mentioned was the blinds. So we do have these pull-down blinds, very easy. I'm not worried about the rest of the coach, but I don't know if it's like daytime and the sun's shining on this front window, how dark it's going to be if we still want to sleep in late. So gonna figure out maybe a situation there or test it out, see how it goes. Don't love this design. It's here, it's on the dinette. So this is not going to be a modification anytime soon, but what I would like to do is change that out to a more kind of friendly color, maybe add some blues or some other color that's not so brown and beige. But anyway, so I'm going to back up. You can see one more time. We'll go all the way back here. I guess I should also mention this pocket door to the bathroom. So the pocket door, super easy to open and close. You can see there's gaps at the top and the bottom, so I think you just have to be cognizant if you're in the bathroom or just really like the people that are in the rest of the coach and understand what's going on. I'm gonna snap that back up. Easy snap there. Okay, and then of course the refrigerator and the freezer. Okay, look at this size. This is huge. I swear my first apartment had this same size refrigerator and freezer. I did take all the drawers out. They're getting cleaned right now. The side usually has some nice shelves, but they kind of look like this. But you can see all the space in here. This is pretty much like anything you would need for a couple weeks you can put in here. And since my husband and I live off of frozen pizza, we can stack like 4 of those in there and still have all of our other goodies. So I am going to look at an ice maker possibly, depending on how well this will make ice on its own. I've heard a lot of other people explain that they want to have an actual dedicated ice maker, and I feel like that might be us too, but we'll see how that goes. So anyway, this is our rpod 192, pretty much as it came from the dealer, without any changes, and hopefully in the next week or so you'll start to see some cool changes that I'm doing and hacks, and we're going to take our first trip on Sunday just for a couple days to the beach to get used to our coach and kind of see like what we might need and what we won't need, and then hopefully the following weekend we get on the road for a couple months. So yeah, I'm excited. If you have any questions about this coach in particular, the 192, I have learned a lot about it, not only just by owning it, by reading the owner's manual, watching a crap ton of YouTube videos on it. So happy to answer any questions you have. Obviously, I haven't really done the outside tour. I will add that at a later date when we're not in our driveway and kind of cramped. But yeah, I'm really excited about this, and hopefully you'll want to keep watching our adventures that we're bound to have since we don't know what we're doing and this is our first coach. So thank you so much for watching, and hopefully you subscribe and follow our journey. Thanks.